Yo. Yo. Yo, yo, yo. What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do? Oh, y'all thought it was one of them. Y'all thought it was one of them, huh? Y'all thought I left y'all ass, didn't you? Y'all thought we left y'all motherfucking ass, didn't you? Well, let me go ahead and get this, let me go ahead and let this out real quick. Right now, you know what I'm saying? My man having some little audio issues right now. The mic a little fucked up. He getting that out the way. While he doing that, you know what I mean? If y'all can hear me, let me know y'all can hear me. Let me know y'all with me. And then, you know what I'm saying? I'll pick up until my man get up. And then, you know what I'm saying? We can take the fuck off on some 747 shit. But, at the end of the day, I just want to say, shout out to motherfucking Andre Gardner. Shout out to Gotti Line Ace, the motherfucking OG, my motherfucking guy. Shout out to Muhammad Ali. Oh my God, not the greatest. The motherfucking greatest, though. Look, man. If anybody been down with Reaper Gang Radio, if you been down with motherfucking MBBC movement, if you already know it's MBBC forever, Reaper Gang shit. Shout out Andrew Tucker. Shout out my nigga DT3. Shout out Boxing Logics United, aka Blue Nuts and all of that good shit. But what did I tell y'all motherfuckers 3 weeks ago? What did I tell y'all 3 weeks ago? What did I tell you? Did I not tell you? Jermell Charlo didn't want no smoke with that boy. Did I not tell you? Who did I say was going to win that fight? Who I say was going to win it? I know. Everybody like two hands. You go against the grain. Two hands, you always got to be all the way far left with your shit. Well, motherfucker, I'm a southpaw. I box lefty. I'm always thinking on the left side of shit. So if y'all thought I was far left, maybe y'all motherfuckers need to rethink y'all process. Maybe it was some of y'all motherfuckers was a little too far left and you didn't even understand who Iron Man Charlo really was. He's a streamlined fighter. I've been saying this since day one. He is an A to B fighter. He can only put 1 to 2 punches together at the time. He can't fight on the inside. This nigga has a bullseye for a fucking face. Jason Rosario, contrary to what everybody fucking believed, took a dive for that boy to be in this position. Well, guess what? El Boxy ain't no motherfucking, El Boxy ain't no pushover. El Boxy ain't no motherfucking Olympic swimmer. He ain't the type of nigga that's just diving off the plank. Nah, that's real food right there. That's real food. That's some tough steak for your motherfucking ass. I hope you brought some Ginsu type tools. And we found out that Jermell Charlo didn't bring the Ginsu type tools. How the fuck do you get walked down by a 5'7" nigga? Bully by a 5'7" nigga. Get trapped against the ropes on a 5'7" nigga. Y'all want to know what's even funnier than that, fight fans? Do y'all want to know what's even funnier than that? I'm going to tell you what's even funnier than that. The fact that you've never seen Jermell move his motherfucking head so much until you witnessed this fight on Saturday night. And oh, no. He wasn't moving his head because of finesse. He wasn't moving his head because he was trying to float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. He wasn't moving his motherfucking head because he had such a defensive prowess, stays lateral. Nah, I just reminded you that he is a streamlined fighter. He was moving his motherfucking head more than you ever seen, purely from apprehension and getting touched all the way up, like I always say, like a game of fucking Simon Says. Now tell me I'm lying. And if anybody out there, because I've been hearing the whispers, oh, don't think Two Hands ain't been keeping his fingers on the pulse of motherfucking boxing. Y'all forget, the truth is always where the heartbeat is at. But I've been hearing the bullshit. You can't give that nigga more than fucking 3 or 4 rounds in a possible. And I'm being nice. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. This nigga was on retreat mode. This nigga was full on backpedaling, back foot shuffling, on some R. Kelly shit, stepping in the name of love out that motherfucker on the back foot, getting touched all the way up. I've been hearing all of the bullshit going on out here. Oh, if y'all was sleep before Saturday, I bet y'all motherfuckers is awake right now. Shout out to this fruity booty nigga, Two Sugars. Fuck is he talking about? Hey, man. I'm sick of this shit in this boxing world. Since when in the boxing world does it come down to now all of a sudden we taking away from niggas because they get rocked and they retreat and recover? That's what we doing? Is that what we doing now? Because somebody gets hit by somebody with one punch power and they retreat, do the smart thing, get their bearings back? What, he's supposed to lose the fight for what? Because all of y'all motherfuckers picked him? Nah. Take it for what it was. He got exposed and he got beat. And further beyond that, beyond all of that shit, everything you needed to know was exposed to you guys, fight fans. It was exposed to you guys last night in the post-fight conference. Nah, fuck that. The post-fight interview inside of the ring, everything you needed to know was exposed to you. When he was out, do you want the rematch?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I bet. Can the chat? Can you hear me now?
Hey, talk your shit. Cause I'm on
hear me now. I just want to make sure everybody in the chat, can you hear me now? Having a little audio difficulties here. My apologies, but can you hear me now? I don't see nobody in the chat letting me know if you can hear me.
I'm looking at the comments. I'm looking at the comments on the big screen.
What it do with the phone?
They can hear you.
I bet. Let me get back. What it do with the folk, Ralph? What it do with the folk? This is boxing. What it do with the folk? My nigga, Muhammad Ali. What it do with the folk?
Hey, Boone, is it boxing though?
Is it? No.
Is it?
No.
Is it boxing?
This ain't boxing. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Why you bullshit? This is bullshit. Fred, what it do with the folk? Boxing guy, what it do with the folk? Rodell, what it do with the folk? Felix, what it do with the folk? EM, what it do with the folk? I got some sound now, baby. What's poppin'? What's popping with you? Eric, what it do with the folk? And Judah, yo bitch ass, what it do with the fuck with you too? You always talking about niggas gonna ship my shit down. What's happening, cuz? You the biggest hater on my whole channel, baby. What it do with the fuck? I'm live now, nigga. What's happening? Andre, what it do with the folk? My niggas. Been here since day one. What it do? Don John, what it do with the folk? All right, Jimbo Slice, what it do with the folk? He was on Noodle Legs beating Jermell ass. whooped his whole ass. Like I told y'all niggas, like I've been telling y'all niggas, and I'm gonna keep telling y'all, if I ain't gonna get no motherfucking bigger. Soon as y'all fight somebody that could take your punch, that's gonna sit there and eat that shit and keep coming, you gonna see the bitch come out of niggas real fast, because niggas is good at bullying niggas they know they can punch the fuck up. But when it's somebody they know that's not finna back down from them, oh, you gotta call Uncle Al for them.
Hey, but my power is real though. But the power is real. The power is real.
The power's real. Shut the fuck up. If it's the truth, why look at the picture. Peep the picture. Look at the picture. See that? If Jermell got so much pop, if he hit so hard, if that's the only thing that y'all could go off of, that's the only thing. He got power. Y'all little ass elementary school kid motherfuckers always hyping on power. Skills pay the bills. And everybody ain't finna go down when you just get hit. Everybody not gonna knock everybody out. Not gonna happen. Like he said in the post-fight conference, I'm used to knocking people out. Blah, 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 blah. Well, what you gonna do when you can't knock a motherfucker out? When you hit a motherfucker and he's still there? What you gonna do, cuz? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna tell you what this motherfucker Jermell got the power to do. He got the power to get on his R. Kelly shit and step out the way and hug. Step out the way and hug. Cause that nigga was dizzy. If that nigga didn't have fucking ropes playing spotter in the third round, that nigga was on his motherfucking back like one of my favorite bitches in a missionary position.
Trying to tell you.
Let's not get it twisted. He got walked down. He got beat down. Let's not talk about all the liver shots, all the kidney shots, all the body shots, getting that nigga whole body rocked all night. I'm not playing favorites. I don't play favorites. I call it straight down the stripe. And I ain't of popular opinion, because I told niggas this was going to happen to that sucker nigga. And yeah, I like Jermell. I think Jermell would do more than his brother, but the bitch came right out of him right after the motherfucking fight. He don't even want the rematch. He got to talk to Al first before he figure out if he want to become undisputed. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
And second of all y'all saying this is toughest fight now. Y'all saying that shit now. But when the build-up, Jermell gonna knock him out. Castano just gonna come forward in the high guard and we gonna knock him out. Easy work. The fight not even gonna go 5 rounds. And Castano whooped his whole ass in the high guard. Fuck you talking about? It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Fuck you talking about? Holla. Holla, holla, holla. Holla. Holla, holla, holla. Call
all I can say is this, bro. Jermell Charlo better not ever motherfucking see Brian Castaño out in public while he with his wifey eating dinner or whatever, because he coming over there, he getting a piece of the strip steak, he's fucking dipping his finger in his wifey red wine, he's motherfucking gonna go ahead and butter her motherfucking biscuits for her. He gonna do all of the above, and that nigga Jermell is just gonna sit there and take it, because he don't want no rematch. He don't want no rematch. Shit, motherfucker. You want to know why he don't want no rematch? I'm going to tell y'all why he don't want no rematch. Why he apprehensive about telling y'all why he don't want no fucking rematch. Because he would rather hold the 3 motherfucking belts that he got right now than risk going in there and losing it all. Because that motherfucker already know what it feel like to catch an L. But he know that shit was definitive. Ain't no whining, arguing, no complaint. He know what it was. That motherfucker, you're never gonna see it again. You're never gonna see it again.
Nope. You ain't finna see Jermell fight Castano again. That's not gonna happen. You finna see Castano defend his belts and probably fight whoever he's mandated to fight, and in the hopes that he probably lose to maybe Jermell get a shot at undisputed again. Like I said, and another thing I will say pertaining to that shit too, because before, when my man, and I gotta say his name, I gotta keep saying his name, because you bitch ass niggas don't give that man no respect on his name. But just like my man Josh Taylor, who is the current undisputed champion at 140 pounds,
shout out to the tornado.
Yeah, shout out Josh Taylor. Shout out to the whole Scotland Island. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But when Josh Taylor went undisputed, it's nothing. But when Jamal go for undisputed, it's everything. It's the world. It's everything when Jamel do it. It's all good when it's Jamel. Like I've been saying, when it's Jamel, when it's Tank Davis going for undisputed, oh nigga, it's everything. It's the whole fucking world. When it's Tank Davis.
Boxing is in such a fucking sad state because you was fucking. I understand this sad ass motherfucking chitlin circuit of a promotion company called the fucking Amistad, that slave ship that is the PBC. I understand their propaganda. I understand some of their lies some of the fucking time when I'm not pulling my fucking hair out or growing gray motherfucking hairs. But you motherfucking delusional fans, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand how you guys can sit up here and cape for a nigga after you seen what you saw. Motherfucking Ray Charles couldn't give that nigga more than 4 rounds at a possible. Like we played a game of spades. Like if this was a game of spades, nigga, hey, boom, you sitting over there with one book, my nigga, I probably got 2 in a P. You put that P together with my P, nigga, we can probably call it 4 books. We can probably call it 4 rounds if I'm being nice. If I'm being nice. Y'all motherfuckers need to make the fuck up.
Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Trying to tell you, I gave him 4 rounds to be nice for real. I didn't want to be. I really was like 9-3, like my man BJ Ben was on right here. He said 9-3. I was thinking that too at first, but in a sense, when I looked at it the second time, I kind of gave him a few of the later rounds that I didn't give him the first time. So that's why I was giving a more of an 8-4. That's as far as I'm going. I'm not going to no 7-5, and nah, you're not finna push me to a 7-8-4. That's it. Period. Another thing, bro. You can't be these y'all biased motherfuckers. Got to stop giving niggas rounds. That's when they getting their ass whooped for 2 minutes and 58 seconds of the whole round, and this motherfucker lands one good punch, and then you want to just give a nigga the round because he land that punch and he stumbles him or he wobbles them or some shit. Like, how does one good punch win you a whole round and you getting your ass whooped? How? Don't worry, I'll wait.
You know, it's a sad, you know, boxing is becoming a real sad business. It's becoming a real sad business for me. I really got to sit back and I got to lay in the cut and watch because I already know how the fuck I feel. It's you other niggas I got to watch out for and see how y'all feel before I formulate my motherfucking opinion, not based off of bias or anything like that, based off of hearsay fucking stupidity that makes me want to pull my fucking hero because you fucking idiots act like you don't know what the fuck is going on in the ring. You act like you have never seen a fucking Jermell Charlo who is absolutely defensively inefficient. He has never been able to protect his neck. Never. So when you see this dude moving lateral, when you see him moving his head, nah, he's not doing it to get in better positions to throw punches. He's doing it because he's getting fucked up. I've never seen this nigga move his head so much in one fucking fight. And I would like to lend credit to that. But the only reason he was moving it was out of a sense of urgency. It is sad when you as a fighter have been coddled along so much in your motherfucking career, niggas taking dives for you, all types of fucking shoddy ass motherfucking opposition. You jump in there with a real one. Now you want to decide, you want to discover your amateur pedigree. You want to start moving your head. You want to start shifting off the line. You want to start working lateral. When the fuck have you ever seen fucking Jermell act like he back foot Ali shuffling in a fight? That is fear. That is fear. When you take a fighter out of all realms of the known and bring him into the unknown or doing some shit that is completely outside of his fucking tendencies, that's when with that fucking third round, choppy left and right hand do. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
So who do I think is a dominant fighter people are scared of? The motherfuckers. Let me tell you something. That's a very good question, my brother. Yeah. The people that everybody talking about but not fighting. That's who I think are the dominant fighters that people are scared of. The motherfuckers that everybody want to talk about ain't shit, ain't did this, blah, 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 but won't fight them. Them the ones I think that are dominant. Them are the dominant ones. Because those, Anthony Joshua, Terrence Crawford, those dudes. The dudes that everybody talking about, but they not finna fight. They talking about fighting them, but they not finna fight them. At all.
But Dimitri Bivol, Shit. Niggas like Josh Taylor. You know, there's a few niggas out there. Anui. There's plenty of boogeymen out there. Clearly, it must, you know what I'm saying? Clearly, Anthony Joshua must be rubbing off with that same shit. I mean, other than Usyk, which I mean, shit, we see Usyk against fucking Derek Chisora. I mean, how much faith you got in that shit? But I'm not here to try to make no excuses of motherfucking lend an ear to what I feel or I don't feel, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't about that. There are definitely boogeymen in boxing, but see, y'all motherfuckers are tribal to promotional companies. I don't give a fuck about no promotional company. I'm a freelance motherfucking boxing fan, my nigga. I'm a freelance boxing fan. I'm a nomad with my shit. You catch my fandom everywhere, nigga. You're going to catch it in Australia. You're going to catch it in Japan. You're going to catch it in D.C. You're going to catch it in Cali. You're going to catch it in the DR. You're going to catch it everywhere. I'm not one of these niggas that sit around and want to motherfucking butt fuck one promotion with my fandom. Pause. Because that's what niggas is. Y'all got motherfucking thumbs up the ass of one promotional company. Stop bigging up one nigga. You need to look at the skill sets, bro. Look at what they do well and what they don't do well. That's why it was easy for me to make my choice when it came to picking this fight. Yo, anybody who is a fan of the Two Hands Up show, or anybody who was a fan of Reaper Gang Radio and this motherfucker, they know me. How long ago did I pick this fight? When did I give my prediction to this fight? And have I ever deterred from it? I always said Brian Castaño gonna kick his ass. Brian Castaño gonna kick his ass. I think Ronald Finkley is in here. I'm pretty sure he can, you know what I'm saying, attest to that. Because the thing is, once again, Jermell, flat-footed. Jermell doesn't like to get off the line. Jermell, 1-2-1. Jermell didn't even use his fucking height to his advantage. You're stepping back, trying to catch him with the hook or the uppercut. But the thing about that is you have to set shit up. One jab isn't going to do it. It's not. Trying to sit up there and play possum on the ropes isn't going to do it. I don't know why people had this thought in their head like Brian Castaño is some reckless fighter who just thuds forward with pressure. He never does that. He always pulls his way forward, uses the jab, and he meticulously breaks the fighter down while working his way on the inside. He just ain't rushing in there. This nigga got a crash course on what it really is to be in the ring with a real one. And no, he doesn't have to be at eye level with you to be a real one. So does that motherfucker does Brian Castaño's performance make you want to reevaluate, you know what I'm saying, some of your criticism when it comes to size with Errol Spence and Bud Crawford? But this ain't even about that, because people always have a tendency to weigh out size as the factor, to weigh out certain shit as the factor. You haven't seen these motherfuckers under fire. You haven't seen them under pressure. I was clear when I stated that Arias Landry Lara has a way better offensive and defensive pedigree than Jermell Charlo. And we saw the way Brian Castaño was able to work him. So why wouldn't niggas think that Brian Castaño would have the same type of fucking success, if not even more success, when you're dealing with a guy like Jermell? Jermell he lost points with me last night, and it was basically from the post-fight conferences. He got drunk on his power once again. I'm used to knocking people out. I'm used to doing this and doing this. My power, my power, my power. Your power didn't do shit for you, my nigga. If this was my nigga, that nigga was a Dodge Ram 1500, and you were a Fiat 500, nigga, and you wasn't an R-bar.
Didn't do nothing. Well, if y'all feeling some type of way, matter of fact, since y'all feeling some type of way about AJ, since y'all got something to say about that shit, hold up. What y'all got to say now?
Who the fuck? Look, hold on, Boom. Let me ask the chat this. Real talk, chat. I really got to ask y'all this. If you're a fighter, or if you've been a fan of boxing, this shit got me so hyped. I gotta get something to drink. I'm going hoarse. Pause. If you're a fighter or a fight fan, or you ever done stepped in the motherfucking four corners of honesty, man, have you ever fucking seen a fight, or have you ever been in a fucking fight or watched a fight where a fighter truly feels as though he wins, and a fucking fight that defines your legacy for an undisputed fighter, the first one of the 4-belt era, mind you? Have you ever heard a nigga who truly thinks he won talk about, in a draw, talk about I need to go and talk to fucking Al, instead of saying, yo, we got to get that back. We got to run that back. There was only one nigga that said that. And that was Brian Castaño, not Jermell Charlo. So it goes back to basically, you know what I'm saying, my hypothetical opinion earlier. When you're not going to see it again, bro. He would rather walk away considering that in his mind that he won this fucking fight instead of engage in warfare with this individual again, because, man, it's not a part of the PBC bottom line. And you know Al Heyman knows how to fucking breastfeed the fuck out of his babies, man. He gonna put that nigga right back on the tip. He thought he grew up a little bit and could jump on his tricycle, but now he realized that he gotta bring this nigga right back to the fucking nipple, man. So he gonna coddle him. And he's going to be more than okay with it. Because all of this Terminator, Lions only, this top shotter, Dundada, toughest guy in the 154 division, my nigga, you got backed all the way down by motherfucking Mighty Mouse, nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
You got backed up by a little nigga. By a little nigga.
Veteran ring general shit. Honestly, fucking Castaño just came with the better of everything. Better coaching, better ring generalship, better punch selection. Just meticulously pick this guy apart. And one thing I don't hear people talking about enough in this situation, and we've given niggas enough time, they didn't talk about the fucking body work. Castaño's body work was fucking masterful in that fight. And you could see that Jermell don't like that shit at all. At all. See a nigga fully unclothed right in front of y'all motherfucking face, and he couldn't yank his motherfucking towel back, period.
And Earl was doing hella damage control. He was trying so hard not to say nothing bad about Jermell's man. The trainer right there. Talk to the trainer. Trainer right there. Because he know he lost. He know Jermell lost that fight.
Bruh, that nigga wifey know he lost. Look at his wife after they rung the bell. She was talking about, good job, baby. She didn't have that same vigor.
Yeah, she didn't have jumping up and down, hands up and shit. No one doing none of that.
Beautiful girl she got when it come to that nigga winning. Bro, she was selling as fuck. She know that nigga lost the fight. His whole family know he lost the fight. Them motherfuckers was in the fucking crowd, sour grapes. I looked around that whole fucking crowd, and if it was a black face with a Lions only shirt on, that motherfucker looked like the front fucking cover of a fucking Warhead candy wrapper. Because them niggas was sour.
Mm-hmm. And he thought that shoulder roll defense is like, I'm going to hit him with that Mayweather shoulder roll. And he just going to come in and I'm just going to counter him. And Castano was like, yeah, I see what you're doing. Right. Move. That right hand over the top. That right hand over the top of Jermell's jab was so lovely.
Beautiful, man.
Beautiful.
One thing about Brian Castaño that I really have to lend credit to out of everything that I saw last night is that not only does he people like talk about him like he's like a Leo Santa Cruz the way he puts his punches together. No, he is not like that. He is very dialed in and calculated with every punch combination that he puts together. And I like how he was poised enough to take a step back and watch for the fucking uppercut coming in on the check. He was picking his shots apart and he never backed straight out. He always rolled off to the right or to the left. Castaño he had a masterful game plan. His father knew what he was fucking working with. There's a reason why El Boxy had the type of confidence going into this fight, not only being a fucking prime fighter who's just fucking tore apart, arguably, he beat Laura in my eyes, and then you know what I'm saying, you had to fight fucking Teixeira, and then some months later you go and do the grunt work. The motherfucking Jermell, I don't see how people couldn't see this coming. Look at Jermell's recent opponents. See if you guys were honest about the Tony Harrison performance. Both of them. Fuck the knockdowns or the knockout. He was getting beat the fuck up in both of those fights with no answer to the boxing technique. No answers to the boxing technique. When he fought Jason Rosario, this dude is a C-class fighter when it comes to boxing IQ at best, but a firefighter somewhere well within a graded A range when it comes to his offensive attack. But he's a C-class fighter at best. Defensively inefficient, I would give his defense a straight grade F. But why the fuck was he snapping Jermel's head back the way he was? So once again, I go back to, when I draw my conclusions, it is based off of all of the things I see. Package that up in styles, package that up in stature, package that up in chopping down with another guy chopping over the top with short choppy hooks, being inside of your wheelhouse. You don't put combinations together, and you don't know how to throw your motherfucking hand. Yeah, dude, you got a problem.
This the type of shit that be getting to me, bro. This narrative shit. First, we got Jamal talking about Bubo Andrade needs to fight Juan Montiel. And then we got this new narrative with Jermell, because his trainer said this shit too, that Tony Harrison is a better fighter than Brian Castano.
Fuck no. Nope. Brian, man, no.
So who wins, Tony Harrison or Castano? Who wins? I'm going with Castano.
Castaño knocks him out. He knocks him out, I'd say, in about the 10th round, 10th, 9th round. And this is why I say it comes in between the 7th and the 10th round. Tony Harrison has showed numerous times that he always gets lazy, slacks off. He pays attention to everything other than the fucking fight when it comes to the later rounds in the ring. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's depletion of gas tank. I don't know if it's fucking mental fatigue or what. But you can't tell me in the last fucking 3 to 5 fights you watched of Tony Harrison, that motherfucker just doesn't take a mental fucking vacation in the late rounds. You can be a smooth boxer and all of those things, but yeah, that's when it's given to you from range. Charlo is going to give you that because he is not firing off consistently with combinations coming from angles on top of angles. It is only coming one or two ways: straight line, straight line, straight line. You can predict the punches. What if Brian Castaño pressuring you with the type of punch output that he has? He would wilt him in the way that Jared Hurd did, but a lot more violent. If Jared Hurd can wield him, Brian Castaño is going to fucking make it look extremely volatile. Tony Harrison might be, you could say, okay, Tony Harrison does have a great boxing acumen coming out of Detroit, yes, but he has a fucking glass jaw, his brain goes on vacation, and he don't have no sting behind his punches.
Nope, and the punches that Castano got hit with would have put Harrison on his ass.
And he damn sure don't like getting hit in the body. So, when would Tony Harrison fare well against a Brian Castaño?
At all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I can't believe he said that shit in a post-fight conference, saying that because when they did say that Brian Castano was the toughest opponent that he's had, he said, Derek James said, no, it was Tony Harrison. I'm like, Tony Harrison is not a better fighter than Brian Castano. For one, when you fought Tony Harrison wasn't a champion. He was a contender. You fought Castano, he's a champion. He's a world champion. So technically on paper, he better. We ain't even gonna just go on the ring acumen and how he will beat the fuck out of Tony. We're just saying on paper, he better. He's fought the better opposition. He's beating the better opposition. And he's a world champion.
Absolutely. And Brian gives Tony Harrison all of the things that Tony Harrison doesn't like. That's pressure under high volume. He couldn't deal with Jermel's straight line 1s and 2s. You think he's going to deal with 5 and 6 up close or whatever? Man, yeah, you might dip 1 or 2 of them things, but come on, man. You got too much comfort in this. I don't know what's wrong with Tony Harrison, man. Like he has it, like I said, his mind goes on vacation. He isn't the most responsive when it comes to the body shot. We've seen this man. We know he's fucking Glass Joe at this point in his fucking career. No disrespect to, to Tony. I think Tony's a great fucking fighter. I love him. I love his attitude. I love everything about him. Rest in peace to his father. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to skills and it comes down to levels, man, we have to be, we have to, give an accurate depiction, hypothetically, in the best way that we can when it comes down to styles, man. And stylistically, that's not a good fit for Tony Harrison. Jermell gave Tony all of the room he needed to operate. He wants to stay long. He wants to shoot in with the 1-2 consistently, high aggression. He's going to be able to live off of the counter. But Brian Castaño puts punches together where now you're not going to be able to live off of the counter. You're going to have to operate consistently, efficiently, high work rate. The same thing that Jermell lacked Like, honestly, bro, it's just like we were talking on the phone, boom. What Jamel needs to do is he needs to do what I feel as though he should do is you need to go talk to a Lennox Lewis. You need to go talk to a Sugar Hill Stewart. You need to go talk to, you need to go deal with Detroit fighters. More of a crunk system, understanding how to back up so you can measure that power with your 1-2, so you can check it a little bit better than what you were doing. Because what's the point of formulating range to try to open up and catch him with a shot if you're not going to put punches together, if they're not going to be stiff, if they're not going to come in combinations? I just don't feel like. I think Derek James is the most overrated trainer that get 2-time trainer of the fucking year. Suck my motherfucking Dioc. Oh God. 2-time trainer of the year. Listen, man. Listen. If you want me to be perfectly honest, and I've said this before, Jermell Charlo was had a much better boxing acumen when he was under Ronnie Shields than he was under Derek James. And I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say.
That's because Ronnie Shields is gonna hold you accountable. He gonna make your ass get up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and go run. He old school. He really finna have you with the shits. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers, once you start sleeping in silk sheets and shit, you ain't trying to listen to no trainer. You trying to do what the fuck you want to. Hey man, look, I'm the nigga. I pay you. You shut the fuck up and take this little money I'm getting out here. And Ronnie Shields ain't that nigga. Man, look, I don't give a fuck about how much money you got. I don't give a fuck about your mansion. I don't give a fuck about your cars. I don't give a fuck about your pets, your side bitches, your wives. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Nigga, this is what you gonna do. Period. And if you ain't with it, there's the motherfucking dough. Get the fuck about this bitch. And they got on. They yes men, bro. All them niggas is yes men out here, bro.
And it all goes back, fam. It all goes back to this as well. Once again, we're dealing with a promotional outfit who gets to operate comfortably with mediocre opposition, happy getting paid the little dough and just having an extensive career holding belts. Because, like, at the end of the day, money is cool, but some niggas love limelight too. And regardless of whether that limelight magnifies on the level of a Canelo or not, you would rather be known. You would rather want to be known than unknown. If you have the type of mentality that those guys have over the PBC, like the Jamel Charlos, the Jamal Charlos, the Tank Davises, things of that nature. So, they're going to tread water lightly. And when you tread water lightly in the fashion in which they do it, when it comes time for you really to go to war and you're put in the ring with real tough opposition, you come up short. And your holes will be exposed. My thing is, I need people to get off of the fucking train of thinking that these guys are upper echelon fighters when you haven't seen them in under upper echelon pressure. That's just what it all goes down to. You're so quick to glorify the fucking Charlos, bro. Fuck them niggas them tutti fruity, laffy taffy outfits they wearing, these motherfucking leased ass Lamborghinis they driving, and them motherfucking goddamn tin can fucking chains they got fucking wrapped around their fucking neck. Shit don't mean nothing to me, bro. At the end of the day, you can have all of that shit in the world, but when it come time for you to fucking perform and you get unfucking clothed, it changes all of that shit, bro. So don't sit up here and look at this fight like Jermell is still this and that. Look at Jermell for what Jermell really is. You've seen several fights where he's gotten touched up, he's gotten exposed, and he's nearly came out of that shit by the hair of his chinny motherfucking chin shit. And it hasn't changed. So own that shit. And be real about the fucking sport of boxing. If you love the sport of boxing the way you love the sport of, say you love the sport of boxing, fight fans, I'm tired of this motherfucking fruity fluffer nut ass shit y'all niggas be on, man. If you love the sport of boxing the way you love to say you love the sport of boxing, then you're gonna hold niggas accountable with honesty and not your motherfucking biased opinion, your fucking your fallacies and all that other bullshit. I'm sick of it. Cause look, I fuck with Jermell. I've said it several times. I've even made it clear on Reaper Gang Radio to separate him from his motherfucking brother. But at the end of the day, I ain't lying for none of these niggas, man.
Not gonna happen.
And when you're lying for niggas, dog, it feel good to tell the truth, man.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm not gonna say it was a draw because I want to believe it was a draw because I'm a Charlo fan. I told y'all. But when the fight was, well, I ain't gonna say when it was announced. I'm gonna say when it was the opportunity for it to happen before it was official. I said Castano was gonna give Jermell problems. Castano not gonna do nothing. I think I was either on H Money's live stream. Shout out H Money. And I know I was on G5 Jeff. I was talking highlighting on G5 Jeff and Shane's live stream a while back. Shout out G5 Jeff and Shane. I was on their live stream talking about how Castano was gonna give Jermell some fits, and everybody was talking about he just gonna come forward and get catched up. He just gonna run into stupid shots, blah 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 blah. He just straight up and down flat-footed fighter and blah all this other shit. And I'm like, nah, I mean, this dude is not just like that. Like he got some precision about it. Like he know when to engage. He know when to let his hands go. He just finna be in your chest. Like how is Jermell gonna deal with a motherfucker that's really finna be in his chest? No matter what Jermell do, he finna be right there the whole time. He's not going nowhere. What is he going to do? Is he going to? And I'm also thinking, is he going to mentally break down? Which he did. Because you saw fear in that motherfucker's eyes when that motherfucker decided he really wasn't trying to get none of that smoke. What it doing, my nigga?
Like pterodactyl shit.
Right. What's up? What it doing with the folk? Andrew Tuck in the building. What's up, my
Hey, man, I'm gonna get rid of the head out of town. Hey, I'm gonna get rid of the head out of town. There's a few, man. I had to come through and show love to my brothers, man. GT3 the Boom, man. My brother, Two Hands, Reaper Gang. You know what I'm saying? Boom, Boom Gang in the building. Listen, man.
What you think, bro? Man. Let me get your take on it. What you think?
Listen, man. There was one round you can say was kind of close. You can kind of probably give it to Charlo, or you can kind of give it to Castano because that round was kind of close. So in a way, some people I can understand if some people scored the fight 7-5. I had it personally because I felt Castano won that round, but I had it scored 8-4 for Brian Castano. I feel that he won the fight. You know what I mean? Like, dude, like, listen, bro. Listen, it was a good fight, man. But I'm gonna tell you like this here, man. That dude, Brian Castano, is a tough fighter, bro. He tough. You know what I'm saying? That effective aggressiveness, you know what I'm saying? And I kept telling people, I made a video, that this dude is just not a come forward, walk you down type of fighter, man. He's a boxer puncher, but he's also a technical brawler. You know what I mean? His style, the similarities kind of remind me of Sean Porter, but he's more effective because I like the way he work his jab to get on the inside. I like the way he uses jab to set up to go down to the body, go down up to the head.
Right, and they said he didn't have no jab though. They said Castano didn't have no jab.
That's why I say he's a technical brawler, bro. The dude really can do it all. You know what I'm saying? The dude is a big puncher. He can box. The dude has a good inside game, and he also can fight on the outside. And then we got to remember, bro. I believe this is the same Brian Castano. I know as you become a professional, you evolve, you get better as a fighter, you grow, you work, you learn techniques. You know what I'm saying? You become a little bit more fundamentally sound as a professional. But I'm gonna say this, bro. This is the same Brian Castano that beat Earl Spence Jr. in the amateurs. This is the same Brian Castano, I believe, that beat Sergey Derevyanchenko in the amateurs. Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's why Earl didn't want to say nothing bad about Castano. He was like, man, they're going to train it right there. Like, why y'all talking to me about the fight? I don't want to say he lost because it's going to look bad for me and the homies. So, look, talk to the trainer. You asking me questions I technically readily can't answer. So, talk to him. Hella damage control. What's up with LaRon? What to do with the folk? But I really felt Castano won the fight.
Earl know he lost.
Like they really don't want nobody to really have nothing in boxing. They really want to keep a close knit because I really think the WBC do a lot more promotions than just being a sanctioning body. I feel like they are part of that promotion too. They got some shit on the slide they be doing, but I don't like the whole little when he said about asking about the rematch. I mean, the fight being what it was by the judges being a draw. Naturally, you think in rematch, and we get this talk to Al. I got to talk to Al. But y'all supposed to be your own bosses. But every time it comes to make the decision, it's talk to Al. What the fuck we got to talk to Al for? Ain't this Lions only promotion? This ain't Al ain't promotion.
He had an attitude like he don't want no more. He don't want no more of this guy. He don't want no more of this guy. He don't want to listen. It's a tough fight. It's a tough fight, and it's also a dangerous fight because I saw this man hurt Charlo. You know what I'm saying? I saw this man hurt. I ain't just see this man outbox Charlo for 7 rounds. Eight rounds. I ain't just see him box him, throw a lot of punches, and was effective in the majority of the rounds. I saw this man hurt Charlo. I saw this man being a very dangerous, rugged, tough fighter that can also box. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like it was too much for this man. Charlo knew it was too much for him. So, of course, he ain't rushing to fight this man. And I'm hearing it's a rematch clause. I don't know how true that is. You guys might.
No rematch.
So I'm hearing this is what people saying. I mean, I'm hearing. But at the end of the day, Charlo don't want no more of this boy. He don't want no more.
Rematch clause. Now we hearing rematch clauses, Deuce.
Yeah, what's going on with that, man?
There ain't no motherfucking rematch clause. They got too many mandatories and shit in the way. You know what I'm saying? Because with that 4-belt undisputed, they got so many mandatories. You know, Castaño already on it. He trying to make that shit happen right now. But you can tell by the apprehension of Jermell. We don't know how real that shit gonna be, but we all know this: unifications trump mandatories. So there shouldn't be any excuse in the world why this fucking fight shouldn't happen. I think it should be something that should be put through immediate. I think they should already be, you know what I'm saying, working to go through it. And I think this fight, you know what I'm saying, the momentum from this fight and what happened, and regardless of how any other side sees it, I think, you know, it leads to a much bigger purse for both of these individuals. And it was a packed house last night in San Antonio. Move that thing to motherfucking MGM. Man, that thing gonna blow up. They just need to make it happen. Uncle Al is more invested in Jermell than he is in Brian. But if he was smart, though, he know that motherfucking Latino community move mountains of currency, and they are motherfucking some of the best fans that you could have behind you. And they motherfucking go out there and they support their fighters with their pockets, they support them with their heart and their soul. You know, so if anything, you should be more than willing to get behind the real fighter, not the fighter who is really backpedaling all night. You know what I'm saying? So I wish there was a rematch clause in place so we could say, yeah, get that shit rocking, get it out the way. But I don't know, and we already know due to the apprehension and what you was just saying, Drew, you know, and we all echo the same sentiments. I just don't know, man. We know Jermell don't want that shit, bro. He ready to get on this Juan Montiel shit. Watch.
Bro, y'all niggas need to stop lying. Y'all niggas saying Jermell Charlo won the fight. Stop lying to yourself, nigga. Get some hot water, put some hot water on a rag, wipe your face, and slap the shit out yourself. Because you niggas need to wake up. You niggas asleep. The nigga did not win no fight. The nigga didn't win. Stop lying to yourselves. The nigga did not win the fight, bro. It was a robbery, nigga. It was one of the biggest robberies in boxing, nigga. I'm talking about a big robbery, like robbing the bank robbery, nigga.
Yeah, and then I don't want to hear no fight. It was fight of the year, type bullshit. That fight wasn't no fight of the year. That fight was ass whipping.
No, that nigga got beat, bro.
His ass beat.
You want to know?
And if niggas, and I ain't even mad at niggas that even scored the 9 rounds to 3. If y'all had it done, I'm cool with that. I can see you. I can understand. I get you. I trust me. I understand.
Like, you know, the sad thing about that shit is, on the flip side of everything, right? Like, people are expecting us to look at it because we know, you know, the underbelly, the corruption of boxing, and how, you know, these promotional outfits work, these judges work when it comes to certain state, the hometown fighters, things of that nature. Brian Castaño being from, you know, being an Argentinian fighter and all of those things of that nature, that, you know, people are saying that we should be happy that he was gifted the draw and they just didn't completely lift the belt off of him. I'm saying if we're supposed to take up that type of identity when a nigga goes out there and he owns a nigga basically 8-4 or fucking 9-3, no matter how you look at it, and we're supposed to be like, oh, because he fought this dude at home, we should be thankful that they didn't rob him. Bro, that just shows you the sad state of this sport, and I'm never gonna rock with that type of ideology, bro. No, we shouldn't be happy that he got fucking robbed or he just got to walk away with his belt. We should motherfucking be furious that he didn't get to walk away with his motherfucking glory and letting his nuts hang like a fucking gorilla.
Yeah, that's the truth. 2 hands. That's the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's the part of the sport that I really hate, man. You know what I'm saying? I just hate when you clearly know that a fighter won. You clearly know a fighter won the fight. You clearly know the people that was watching or observing the fight. We all saw the fight. We know what we saw in that ring. You know what I'm saying? The judges know what they saw. You know what I mean? Of course, if they want to, you know what I'm saying, want to be with that BS and that foolishness, you know what I'm saying? They know what they saw. We know what we saw, bro, and we know that Brian Castano on today. I mean, with this around midnight, we know that Brian Castano what became junior middleweight undisputed champion, bro. You should have crowned that man. But yet y'all want to. Bro. Yes, bro. That was ridiculous, bro. Like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I know that judge, bro. For real, bro. That judge on smoking some of that good stuff. Or that nigga just was probably working with work. You know what I'm trying to say, Two Hands. The nigga probably working with somebody, bro.
You know, it's just sad, Drew, when we get into the point now where it's like, okay, now it's like the usual suspects we always hear. Oh, y'all know how the politics of boxing work. Well, when it comes to these so-called politics of boxing, since that's how everybody just tries to wash their shit off, like, why do the politics always have to surround around negativity, somebody getting robbed, and that's just something that's supposed to be the acceptable norm? No, it's fucking insanity. We shouldn't be okay with this shit. And quite frankly, I'm getting tired of it. Because when it comes to definitive positions, such as doing something that is pretty much a damn near impossible fucking thing to do in boxing, because it doesn't happen that often, and especially in this day and age, to become truthfully and rightfully so, undisputed in this 4-belt era, with all of the bullshit that go along with these so-called politics of boxing. Like, nah, bro, we should be furious as fuck. And this shit is completely unacceptable, because we're sitting in a position where we're probably never gonna get to see this fucking fight again, bro. It's fucked up.
Yeah, it is, bro. It's really messed up, and that's the part about the sport that I really hate, man. You know what I'm saying? That it's really not. You know, the sport is not being fair. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, fighters just, you know. It's not, and we know that, you know, the fighter clearly wanted to fight. The fighters are just getting robbed. The fighter is getting robbed, and they also getting robbed from what they were awarded, what they won. You know what I'm saying? That was something big. You know what I'm saying? That was a legacy defining fight. But to rob a fighter right in front of us, bro, that was something, a legacy defining fight. We talking about undisputed. That's something big. That's a big accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? That's a major accolade. You know what I'm saying? To win something, and for you to rob a man like that, bro, to really take. I know Brian Castano probably was hurt. He probably didn't do a lot of showing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he's a warrior. He's a gladiator. He's tough. You know what I'm saying? But I know he was hurt deep down inside, because deep down inside, bro, we know the truth, Two Hands. We know Brian Castano know he won that fight. And also Jermell Charlo know he lost that fight. He know he didn't win that fight.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, bro. Because Two Hands, look at his face. Look at his face, Two Hands, before they got
devastated.
Yo.
I'd have been devastated.
He knew he lost. You could see it all on his face. You saw it backstage. He was trying to laugh it off. The only thing that made it easy for him to deal with, to be real with you, he didn't lose his belts. It was a draw. When he took that L from Tony Prince, and that nigga was crying on the stage. He was crying in the car. He was crying when he went home. All the shit. So the fact that he got to keep his belts, he was like, well, it's not a loss for him. It's really a win, because he still keep his belts, he still keep his status, he's still a unified champion at light middleweight, so he still got some pull or whatever. But he ain't finna fight nobody nowhere near the level of Brian Castano or Brian Castano. Again, he ain't finna do it. Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Then you got these regional goofy niggas who will be like, yo, didn't nobody give robbed, blah, blah, blah. It was a close fight. Close in what fucking way? This is what I'm saying. This is the world of boxing we live in now. Because a motherfucker gets rocked, now all of a sudden, what is that, a deciding factor in the fight? Because he got rocked. What?
And if in a couple of fucking rounds, the fight ain't close.
And almost and the rope wasn't behind.
Right. And if the coach is saying this shit, the fight not close, cuz.
Yo, even this.
How was the close fight? How's it a close fight when Derek motherfucking James told him he needed a knockout? Of course, in the motherfucking post fight, he's going to say, oh, I was just saying that shit to get the fighter to do whatever he needed to do. Nah, that motherfucker was preaching about urgency from the fucking 6th fucking round and then on.
Facts.
What are motherfuckers missing here?
Facts, man? Bro. That's the truth. That's the truth. Because he knew that boy. He knew that boy was behind. He knew that boy was behind. For him, the urgency. Yeah, was you need a knockout because you're losing this fight. Tell your fighter the truth, my nigga. Keep it real. Keep it real with him, my nigga, because maybe that might make him go out in the next round and come with the killer instinct and go for the knockout but he got to be smart because you're still dealing with a very dangerous boxer puncher.
Sure. I would never take this. This is the thing about Jamel that makes Jamel fucking dangerous. The fact that he's got fucking power, that really he's got one punch, shut your lights out power in any fucking given round from the 1st to the 12th. I'll never take that a fucking way from him ever. But at the end of the day, here's the motherfucking question that motherfucking that you know that pundits really should have been asking while they was in that post-fight conference when they were speaking to Jamel. No, when they were speaking to Derek James, excuse me. They really should have said, so Derek, would you still be echoing the same sentiment if your fighter would have not gotten a draw tonight and he would have caught the fucking L? Would you still have been telling them, oh, I didn't think he was fucking down. I was just saying whatever I needed the fighter, saying whatever I needed to say to the fighter to get him to step on the gas? That's bullshit. You only said it due to the fucking moment that you were in, because in that moment, you knew your fighter was getting his ass whooped. His wife knew he was getting his ass whooped. Errol Spence knew he was getting his ass whooped. His whole family knew he was getting his ass whooped. Warheads. All them niggas had the warhead rapper face. Sour as a motherfucker. All of them. Them motherfuckers could, man, all them niggas. Pokey lip. Them niggas know he got his ass whooped, man. It wasn't close.
It wasn't
close. It wasn't. And for all of y'all, bro, that
you on the elite level,
bro. And for all of y'all that want to be fanboys, that don't want to keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not real boxing fans. Y'all are not real boxing fans. Y'all are nothing but fan fucking boys. If y'all sitting up here saying that this man won the fight and you clearly saw your fighter lose the fight, stop being fanboys and for once in your life, start being real and start being true to yourself. Start being true to yourself and be real and admit that your favorite fighter that you a fanboy of lost the fight. Be real, my nigga. Stop being fake and start keeping it real. Ben is real. Ben is real. Ben is real in the chat. Okay. If you still in the chat, my nigga, start being real with yourself. The nigga
they always say this. Well, Brian Castaño got hurt a couple times in the fight.
Bro, I was just gonna say that shit, bro. Why do I keep tapping on that shit?
Jermel, if you get hit by fucking Jermel, yeah, there's a chance you get hurt. In every fucking fight, when you're fighting on the elite level, there's a chance that you could get fucking rocked. That doesn't fucking, it's a totality. 12 rounds. It doesn't mean you lose the fight because you get rocked.
Exactly.
Jermel was rocked. Exactly. Jermel was rocked 3 times in the fucking fight. But hold on. This is the point that I was trying to make. Anybody in this motherfucking chat, tell me where y'all got a 10-8 round in that fight. I want to hear it.
Thank you.
Because if you didn't see a 10-8 round in that motherfucking fight, then fucking Brian didn't lose it, stupid.
That's the whole point. If I'm winning your ass for 2 minutes and 58 to 59 seconds, you catch me with one slick punch, and I've been beating your ass for the whole 2 minute and 59 second duration of that round. One punch, you land one good one on me, and I'm like, oh shit, that was a good one.
And you niggas think we lying, go look at the copy box. The nigga landed way more than Jamel Charlo. He landed way more, and he was more effective in the majority of the rounds. He landed way more, he was busier, landed way more, and was more effective in the majority of those rounds. Now tell me if I'm lying, my nigga. If y'all think I'm lying, go look at the copy box, my nigga.
But niggas gotta be realistic, bro. You got to be realistic. Boxing isn't based off a fucking round. It is based off a totality of what you do in the entirety of the 12 rounds. So you can't just motherfucking try to jump to give a nigga kudos because a nigga gets hurt in a fucking round. No, I'm looking at the totality of the work. And the biggest part about it that fucking blows me more than anything is the fact that, yo, this is the same fucking type of hat that they try to put on fucking Devin Haney for working a nigga for the totality of the rounds and getting fucking hurt one time in the goddamn fight. Shit is stupid, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. Like, man, I'm telling you, bro, and the way they robbed this man, bro, man, it put a bad taste in my mouth, bro. That's one thing I hate about the sport, bro. That's one thing I hate about the sport of boxing, my nigga, and why they nut is and when it comes to being wicked, and we talking about being evil, being cold-hearted, nigga. That's being evil, wicked, and cold-hearted. How you can fucking rob a man of his from a legacy, a defining fight, legacy-defining fight, something big, nigga. Like undisputed.
And fight fans need to be real too. Put yourself in Brian Castaño's shoes and understand the promotional outfit, regardless of whether you're working for him or not. He wasn't the A side in that situation. That promotional outfit was not working in his favor at all. That was solely for Jermel's coming out party for a level of ascension and stardom and moving tickets and fucking going and looking for bigger things for him in the future. Well, took that right. Look, so Brian Castaño had to deal with adversity at every fucking turn. Really, I felt like, considering you're fighting in Texas, considering you're the B-side in your own promotional outfit, considering they just trying to take that WBO from you and elevate fucking Jermel, I could still motherfucking, minus the so-called politics of boxing, I could still fucking see that clearly he beat this dude ass, and I don't give a fuck. You cannot fucking give Jermel more than fucking 4 rounds in that fight, and I'm being nice. But at no point in time was there a 10-8 round. So if you, or once again, or I, or any one of us is looking at that fight and you don't see a 10-8 round, how do you see fucking Jermel winning the fight?
Facts, 2 hands, and I'm gonna say this, bro. It was never no 10-8. Why? Because even in the rounds he got hurt in, he was basically winning the rounds until he got hurt. He was basically
if anybody should have got a 10-8, Jermel should have got a 10-8 in the fucking third, because motherfucking if it wasn't for them ropes, he would have been on his ass.
Real talk. Facts, bro. Nigga almost went down. If it wasn't for the ropes, he would have went down.
No time going down for Jermel. What's the way they lied for Errol Spence when he fought Sean Porter? Them motherfuckers, Sean Porter was hitting Errol Spence. Sean Porter hit Errol Spence probably about 15 motherfucking times in one fucking round, and they probably counted about 3 of them bitches. It's no different. They always take away the fucking punch numbers from one fighter, try to give them to another motherfucking fighter, just because, you know, it's all working in the benefit of what they trying to do. Because at the end of the day, it's all about money. Brian Castaño made it very clear that, bro, he thrives in that level of being uncomfortable, because he's always been the underdog. He's always had to come in and prove himself, and they try to, and he beats, and he makes it so evident that they got to give niggas draws because they can't rob him. Because I'm telling you right now, if they would have took that boy belt last night, them motherfuckers wouldn't have been able to make it out that motherfucking arena. I promise you that.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, bro.
Box stacks for niggas and shit like that.
Yeah, for real, bro. Like what you saying, like for real, bro. Like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the not being fair, all this robbery, all this. Well, we have an agenda. We gotta make sure that, you know what I'm saying, that we gotta protect this fighter. You know what I'm saying, because we behind him, so we gotta keep him. We gotta keep him. You know what I'm saying? All this protection, all this putting a fighter in having a motherfucking fighter protected, and having these and motherfucking robbing certain fighters, my nigga, just because this fighter. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas might be getting paid anyways, and a lot of you motherfucking judges could have been paid judges anyways. You know what I'm saying? Working with a network, but also working with a motherfucking company. You know what I'm saying? That fighter, you know what I'm saying, fights under. So at the end of the day, bro, I know it's an agenda. I know it's a lot of bullshit. I know it's a lot of crookedness going on in the sport of boxing, and that's the part of boxing that I hate, my nigga. I hate it.
Bro, I felt like I'm kind of glad that we got to do this today for real, because everything that I've been hearing going on in boxing, the topics, the conversations and shit like that, it's like, bro, I've realized with the type of person I am and the type of energy that I give to this shit, that we give to this shit, that, bro, it's just better for me to take a step back and just visualize and be a fan sometimes, because then when I come back to
what happened? What happened to my nigga Deuce?
Yeah, I was like, what?
I ain't clicking him off or nothing, shit. But anyway, like I always said, in this day and age, bro, it's all about the popularity contest. It's all about the dude that's the most popular, that got the most followers, the most fans, or it just presumes to be having the most fans, and that's pretty much where boxing is at today. And when you have somebody like Skip Bayless saying that Jake and Logan and Jake Paul is showing boxers how to get fights and promote themselves, and it's like they're already rich. So you're basically saying you got to get famous first. And then once you get famous, then you can pull for the fights that you want to pull. Because that's what Logan and Jake Paul are. They're already famous guys. They already have a following. They already got a fan base. They already got people that watch them no matter what they post, no matter what they do. They always got somebody looking. So once you get to that place and you try to get into boxing, then you can sell out venues. Like if you have over 1 million, 100 million people watching your videos all the time, bam. So you decide to go into boxing, going into the heavyweight division or the light heavyweight division, boom. You got almost literally damn near half of 100 million people that's going to watch you, bro.
Yo.
You don't even have to be good. You don't even have to be a good fighter. You don't have to necessarily have a technical prowess or nothing about yourself. You already got people looking at you, and that's what it is in boxing today. It's a popularity contest. And for Skip Bayless to say some dumb shit that he said, it's ridiculous. Because Skip Bayless, with your following, if you decided to join in the boxing match, please believe you have a lot of ESPN wanting to watch you get your ass beat or maybe even possibly look like you could actually fight. But it's already because you have a fan base. You already have a following. What's up with Mob Dog? Gun Rights Mafia in the building. What do you do with the folk? PJ,
respect,
what do you do with
bro?
the folk? But I do got to address the Fury situation because I'm not finna make no video about it. So, and I've been asked about the shit. So as far as the Fury situation is concerned, I've already kind of touched on the shit with Castaño and all that. But as far as the Fury situation is concerned, I don't expect nothing more or nothing less from Fury. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect him to do nothing more or nothing less than what he's done or what he's doing. It's a clout chase. He wants to be popular. He's very popular in the States at this particular time, and he's just trying to show that he's more popular than Anthony Joshua. And Anthony Joshua don't care about popularity. He cares about being undisputed. And that's what people are failing to realize. You're talking shit about the people that just care about the sport, that actually want to do something in the sport. But who's being bigged up and who's being hyped up are the people that want to be popular for being in the sport. They don't want to do shit in the sport. They don't care about the sport. They care about the fame, the notoriety that they can get from the sport. They care about being known as you a badass. You knock people out. That's what you do. They want that fake admiration. That's what they want. They don't want nothing real. Because Jermell Charlo, if Brian Castano is the best fighter that you've ever fought, and meanwhile he wasn't finna be shit prior to you fighting him, he was basically just going to be another run-of-the-mill fight for you like everybody else. You was just going to go in there to knock him out. And we found out after the fight that he was your best opponent. So that means that lets me know that we ain't going to see you in no super fights. How many super fights do we see in boxing? The last super fight that we saw in boxing was Vasily Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez. And before that fight, when was the last super fight? Supposedly, what, Wilder Fury? Like, how many super fights are we getting on a consistent basis? Just super fight, no matter what division. We call the fights super fights after they happen because they are actually more entertaining than what probably people thought, or that particular opponent did more than what people thought that he was going to do. Just like with Juan Montiel. Didn't nobody think Juan Montiel was going to lump up Jamal, but he lumped him up.
Yeah.
And now y'all want to say that. Now y'all want to say how tough Jamal is and all that shit. But lo and behold, y'all didn't think Juan Montiel was going to do what the fuck he did. Just like y'all didn't think Brian Castano was going to do what he did. Because y'all get so caught up in the skin tone, him being a black man for one, and you'll get caught up with the power, and all that bullshit. And it's fake, blind loyalty. And blind loyalty ain't loyalty. And y'all don't want to call somebody out. Y'all want to keep making excuses for these grown-ass men and not calling them out for what they really doing and who they really are. And I'm not here for that. If that's what y'all want, y'all need to go somewhere else with that bullshit. Because for real, Jermell really not that good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this before I finna get ready to head out, boom. And my brother Two Hands. I'm gonna say this to y'all guys, man. You know what I'm saying? The thing is this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you absolutely right. You know what I mean? Like Joshua is not really focused and not really, everything was handed to him because basically what he was doing in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he got these endorsements and the fact that he got the popularity, in a few different countries, he's recognized. You know what I'm saying? As a very good heavyweight, as a great heavyweight, because Anthony Joshua went out there and fought the best guys. You know what I'm saying? And he's went out there and beat tough competition. And we talking about, when it comes to the top 5 or top 10, however you want to, look at it. He went out there and fought the best guys. He's 2-time unified heavyweight champion. Anthony Joshua means business. Anthony Joshua only want to prove himself against the best. You know what I'm saying? He's not really looking for the fame and the be in the spotlight to get all the attention. He just really wants to be the best. You know what I'm saying? He just really wanted to fight the best fighters out there. Go out there and do his job. He work hard. He train hard. He prepare himself. He make sure he's good mentally as well as physically. And as when he's training, he's working hard. He's putting his all into it. So when he go out there and he break his opponent down and then he stop him. You know what I'm saying? So he just only want to be the best. You know what I'm saying? He want to go out there and he's 2-time unified champion. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta respect Anthony Joshua, whether you want to hate him, you jealous of him, or you hate him, or you love him. You gotta respect him. You know what I'm saying? Because what he's accomplished in the sport of boxing, I'm talking about taking on killer after killer. You know what I mean? So he wants to be great. He don't really care about the spotlight, getting all the recognition and getting all the fame. He don't really care about that. You know what I'm saying? His number one his motivation is pretty much going out there trying to be great. So once it's all said and done, he will be known as a living legend. You know what I'm saying? It's part of his legacy. You know what I'm saying? Becoming undisputed is something big to him. So of course, if he got to take care of his mandatory before he gets undisputed, he gonna take care of his mandatory. You know what I'm saying? He gonna handle business. He gonna take care of his mandatory. He's gonna defend his belts, unlike some other fighter we know. He's gonna defend his belts. He's gonna take care of his mandatories. He's gonna do his job because that's who he is. He's a champion, a real true champion, a warrior, a gladiator, a fighter. That want to be, when it's all said and done, wants to go in the Hall of Fame and be recognized as one of the best fighters that ever lived, and the future Hall of Famer, a legend.
The problem, the biggest problem with that shit is it's like, Anthony Joshua's admiration and respect when it comes from the totality of, the boxing world. I'm talking about more and more. And to put more emphasis on it, the American market, the motherfuckers is not going to appreciate him until after it's all said and done, because he's suffering from that same shit that motherfucking Lennox Lewis was going through. It's like no matter who this nigga run through, no matter what type of opposition he face or whatever, motherfuckers is gonna find whatever reason not to like him. Maybe it's because of the other personalities and they might not like the way he moving his personality or whatever, but niggas is not gonna appreciate this dude until it's too late. And I mean, the fact still remain that, he's walked a tougher road and in a much shorter span of time of 23 fights than, than his other peers. And I mean, he's defended, and he's defended against, the talent that his other peers didn't want to defend against. So at the end of the day, or even fight, shit, I mean, motherfucking, you still can't get Tyson Fury or fucking Deontay Wilder in the ring with Dillian White. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, bro, is why do motherfucking fighters always want motherfucking other fighters that they might cape for or they might like to carry and walk with the type of esteem that they just don't carry and they don't walk with? Anthony Joshua just carries and walks like the type of fucking fighter that y'all want y'all fake fugazi niggas to walk like, bro. And them niggas might not ever be that. So you got to appreciate the real and come with it from an unbiased perspective, bro. I'm not going to sit there and yo, niggas is so goof trooping this boxing shit. Like, I'm telling you, dog, it's just a carousel of motherfucking menstrual cycles, dog. One come off that motherfucker, another one go on. And it's all on some weird fandom shit, bro. But when it come down to it, Tyson Fury nor Deontay Wilder have taken the time to want to do the things that Anthony Joshua's done. And when we look back on history and everything, Anthony Joshua was the only one who put up the motherfucking money, who put out the motherfucking offers, who really tried to walk these niggas down, go in their backyard, whether it was win or lose, come back and get it back and try to fight these individuals. And these motherfuckers all flaked out on them, bro. Like, certain niggas just don't have certain shit in them and certain ones do, bro. And it just so happens that the motherfuckers that y'all like on that Chitlin Circus side of the street, they just happen to be the motherfuckers who don't have it in them. And they consistently let you guys down time and time again. But instead of seeing these dudes want to walk through fucking fire with gasoline drawers on and have to go through the emotions, y'all would rather motherfucking do the bodyguarding and the verbal motherfucking and use the verbal protection plan. Instead of seeing them dudes do what you need to see them do, y'all gonna put that shit on somebody else. But what it should be is y'all should want to see the fucking best fight the best instead of motherfucking finding some motherfucking little weird emo ways to hate on motherfuckers who really out here doing their job. Y'all niggas disgust me, period. It's just like niggas will always try to find the silver lining somewhere where a nigga come up short, they get their ass whooped, or they just don't perform, or they just not even willing to come off the porch. I don't know why y'all like these midget heart having ass niggas, man.
Mm-hmm. You see what these dudes made of? I said that when you fight somebody that's supposed to be better than you on your level, you see what you made of. We seen what Billy Joe made of. He get that orbital bone bust. He like, I'm good, bro. But then you got a little nigga in Monster Inoue get his orbital bone bust. He trying to win that shit. So you see what dudes is made of, you know what I'm saying? When what's his name? Fucking Daniel Dubois, when he got his shit busted, he fought through it until he couldn't take it no more. And y'all called him, he got called a quitter and all that shit, but then Billy Ho get his orbital bone busted and he quit on the motherfucking stool.
Look at these dudes from the team. Look at these dudes, boom. From their Teofimo Lopez's to their Tyson Furies. Look at these niggas' antics right now. They all got COVID. They fights is getting pushed back. Like, yo, these dudes, like, yo, no matter. And for real, wasn't it the nigga Teofimo who said he wanted to fight motherfucking Cambosis in Australia first because he's supposed to get something like $10 million?
No, he gonna sell out that
motherfucking alcoholic daddy.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, these dudes don't keep that same energy. And like I said, it comes to a point to where the flame comes from when niggas don't motherfucking aren't when niggas are supposed to be held accountable for their words and they don't do what they say they gonna do. That's where the flame comes from. So don't get all motherfucking shocked or get all apprehensive and in your feelings when niggas is bringing out that flame when dudes is not doing what they say they gonna do. Teofimo running around acting like a prima donna. Tyson Fury still ain't defended the belt. As far as I'm concerned, I don't give a fuck if he fights fucking Tyson Fury, if he fights Deontay Wilder or not. I've seen enough in the first two fights. I want to see him fight Joshua. But it would be even if he dropped that fucking belt. If he dropped that belt. Oh yeah, I told him. I said, and you already know what I said, boom. I would like to see Tyson Fury drop that motherfucking belt, make motherfucking Deontay Wilder fight motherfucking Dillian White and move on and fight Anthony Joshua and say fuck that nigga.
And that's what I think gonna happen. I really think Tyson Fury gonna vacate the belt, say fuck fighting Wilder. We finna hear all the videos about Fury ducking, Fury don't want it, gonna hear all that shit, whatever. But Fury don't defend his belts. He fighting for the cash, bruh. He fighting for the check. He wasn't trying to fight Wilder again. He gonna vacate that WBC belt, and they gonna make Wilder fight Dillian White.
Hysterically playing devil's advocate to your motherfucking point of view, bro. It's like if I was Tyson Fury, motherfucking, like, realistically, bro, could you get up for a nigga that's got motherfucking Malik Scott as his motherfucking trainer right now, and these niggas is running around on social media with fucking Speedos on, jeggings, and motherfucking they working out the fucking Doja Cat?
I couldn't do it. I just be laughing at they camp the whole time, bro. I'm not motivated to fight this dude. And I already whooped his ass. Like, I already whooped this dude. I already stole his heart. Nigga, I'm keeping that.
The eardrum dummies, man.
For real.
My eardrum.
Hey, I got to dip. My Miss Background up over here. My baby's about to sleep. She knocked out over here.
Hey, man. I'm glad I caught up with my brothers, man. I had to hop on, man, before I head out of town, man. But yeah, man. I'm glad we was able to come together, man. You know what I'm saying? big bro Myron, man. I gotta call him. And see what's going on with him, man. You know what I'm saying?
He working. I talked to Myron. Myron been working hella much. He been doing the driving and shit. I talked to Myron like about like last week sometime. Yeah, he just working. Myron doing his thing. Shout out Myron Magnus, Boxing Logic United.
Shout out to my brother Myron Magnus, man.
Pugilism. But yeah, that's
shout out to my brother. But I'm finna head out, man. Shout out to my brother DT3 the Boom, man. My brother Two Hands. You know what I'm saying? Hey, love y'all brothers, man. I'm finna get ready to head out of town, man. Love y'all, man.
For sure. Got you. For sure. 100. All right, y'all. I had to take that little quick phone call real fast. But look, before I get up out of here, I got to say these few things, man. Got to get into these with these few words, man. Brian Castano was robbed. Period, plain blank. I'm tired of people trying to play damage control with that shit, with saying fighters ain't getting robbed and all that shit. Brian Castano was robbed. Straight up. No chaser. He won the fight. It wasn't a close fight. Wasn't a tight fight. It was a good fight for what it was. But lo and behold, had that have been anybody else, if Brian Castano would have been fighting a lesser named opponent, he would have got the W. Period. And the only reason why he didn't was because of who he was fighting. Period, point blank. Tyson Fury is not a real champion. He's not going to defend his belt against nobody significant. He's not going to do nothing really significant in the sport of boxing. He's playing the sport as a cash grab. I'm not finna make abundance of videos about the shit Fury doing, because Tyson Fury not finna really do anything. It's all a gimmick. It's all to get you guys to talk about him. It's all to get you guys to keep his name in your mouth so he stay relevant. That's all it is. I don't give a fuck about what Tyson Fury's saying. Tyson don't got COVID. Because Tyson Fury was the same dude that was sitting in his bed chilling, talking about how he's not finna go out. The only thing he doing is eat, sleep, shitting, and training and come home. And then all of a sudden, we get this wilder shit. He got COVID. And then at like 2-3 days later, this nigga is out in the fucking and going shopping and shit. But you got COVID. You supposed to be quarantined for at least 14 days. And 2 days after you announce you got COVID, you going shopping? Come on, man. Cut the check. Cut the check. Call it like you see it. It is what it is. Like, I'm not going to sit there and play the game and all that shit. And all y'all to keep talking about Fury, my guy. Fury, not my guy. I don't fuck with no boxer like that in boxing. I don't. This AJ hoodie, my best friend got this from me. 10 Rider Grade. He was at the AJ Ruiz fight, the first one, and told me he was going to bring back a hoodie for me. And he did. Simple as that. He's an AJ fan. He's got love for AJ. He's not super biased with AJ because we've had conversations about it. But at the end of the day, he like AJ. He fucks with AJ. So when he went to the fight, he got me a hoodie. Because he know his brother love hoodie. Brian Castano and Jermell Charlo will not fight again. You will not see that fight. The call out comment lets you know right here, right now, that fight not finna happen. At least if it does happen, it's not finna be next. It's not finna be Jermell Charlo's next fight. And the only reason why it would be Jermell Charlo's next fight is if he's super pressured into making that fight happen. He has to feel, and his promotional team has to feel an abundance of pressure before they think about making that fight happen again. Personally, I think Tyson Fury is going to vacate the WBC belt. And I'm hoping and praying that they put Deontay Wilder in there with Dillian White. I'm hoping that happens. And I think Tyson Fury is going to take the cash grab, fight Anthony Joshua, get his ass beat, and take the money and walk off into the sunset. And you will not hear shit from Tyson Fury ever again as far as him fighting is concerned. But you'll hear from him making comments about fighters, talking shit, doing what he do. Tyson Fury could have put a halt to a lot of shit in the boxing game. Didn't do it. The glove gate shit, he could have smashed on that. Didn't do it. His own daddy said he could have did that shit. Didn't do it. I said he could have did that shit. Didn't do it. Shit is bogus, man. Boxing is dead, bro. It's dead. The only way we gonna see the best fight the best is the little guys. The little guys, because there's no real money invested in them. But from about 126 on up, it's too much money invested. These promoters want to hold all the ground and control, all the shit, and they don't want to give up no real estate to no other promotional company. What it is promotional company versus promotional company. Who gonna hold all the belts? And they trying to get all their fighters to get as many belts as they can so that particular promotional company can hold all the fucking belts. Boxing is dead, bro. It's all a cash grab. Tank Davis, in my personal opinion, he's not a pound for pound fighter, bro. I think anybody could pretty much that got a decent name could do what you doing, Tank. Anybody could fight the lower of the lowest opposition at that weight and win. I really do. I think Teofimo could fight the weakest 140 pounder and beat them. I think he could also fight the weakest 147 pounder and beat him. Does that make Teofimo Lopez pound for pound? Because he's fighting the lesser opposition of the weight and he's winning. Does that make him pound for pound? Or because he's winning regular belts or interim belts, not world titles? Cap. I'm good. I'll keep reporting on, I'll keep speaking on because I don't report shit. I'm not a reporter. I don't report boxing news. I talk about fraudulent shit that go on in the sport of boxing. I repeat, I do not report boxing news. If you are looking for boxing news, you go to Lady Chan, you go to Ring IQ, Mark of Unrivaled Boxing Talking News, you go to Speak Your Mind Sports Talk, you go to Punch Drunk, even when he somewhat wants to report news, you go to, who else you go to? Counterpunch. You go to all other channels for that shit. You don't come here for boxing news. You come here for unbiased, honest opinion when you want to hear some honest to God truth about what's going on in the sport of boxing. No chaser, no nothing. When that's what you're looking for, you in the right fucking place. But if you looking for me to cap for a fighter, if you're looking for people to come out here to cap for a fighter and all that shit, it's bogus. Not gonna happen. So, before we get up out of here, I want to send a special salute to the whole NBBC forever. Shout out to my man Deuce, a.k.a. Mr. Two Hands Up. Shout out to my boy Andrew Tucker of Andrew Tucker's World. Shout out to my man Myron Magnus, a.k.a. Double M of Boxing Logics United. If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe. Shout out to my man Jay Beasy. What it do with the folk? If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe. Shout out to my man Real Talk Boxing. Love your content, bro. Love you, OG. Go subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And that's another thing that be irritating me about you punk ass motherfuckers on this YouTube shit. A lot of y'all got subscribers that don't fuck with me. So when y'all tell y'all subscribers to come subscribe to my channel, they not coming to my shit. Straight up. Some of y'all got LDBC niggas that follow y'all niggas faithfully because y'all be on LDBC channels. But anyway, in the words of my man Deuce, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Respect though.